Welcome to our fourth project for fourth grade. We'll be focusing this project on pattern. You'll need materials: paper, watercolor paper if possible, a pencil, a black Sharpie. And just as a heads up, you'll also be needing to look for watercolor paints. Crayola is fine, whatever you can find, even the dollar store has them. For this week, we're going to be working on creating a pineapple. So the first thing I need you to do is to just draw a large oval shape. The oval should be about the size of your hand, a little bit bigger maybe, especially if you have smaller hands, so that we can fill up the majority of the paper. It's going to be at least like half of the paper is just for the pineapple. For the top of your pineapple, you're going to start making those leaves, the crown of the pineapple. And the easiest way to explain that is just like you're making the letter W, but just keep going until you've gotten the top part of the oval. So it kind of looks like a crown on top of a person's face. And we're just going to add to that and move upward. So this is a pattern of using a zigzag line. So going up a little bit above where you started, you're going to do the same thing. You can make M's or W's, however you want to think about it, just from one side to the next. This part's going to be a little bit thinner than the first part, and moving upward, it goes a little bit smaller, kind of like a Christmas tree. So get a little bit more narrow, so start a little bit more towards the middle and go up, and then just a few maybe on the top. So you have your first pattern of zigzag lines going upward. The next part is you're going to try and create those little designs that you see on a pineapple. They're a little bit pokey, and the best shape that I can think of is a circle shape for the design on the pineapple. If you have a pineapple to look at and you think you want to try the shape that pineapple has, that's fine. These are not going to be completely realistic. So like I said, the easiest shape that I can think of without really investigating it is a circle or an oval shape. And I'm going to use that for my pattern for my pineapple. That's how I'm going to start it. There's another part to it, but let's first fill up the oval of the fruit with those circles. So you're going to add a row of circles. Try and make the circles approximately the same size all the way through. Okay, after you got it filled, I'm going to fill in a pattern where the center is of each circle to have that texture that you see on a pineapple, the part that's kind of rough when you pick it up. I also need a horizon line across the back of it so that it kind of grounds the pineapple into place, so it looks like it's resting on a surface, a counter, a table, floor, wherever your pineapple might be sitting. We're going to be outlining all of our shapes. I wanted to show you a little bit of that. Each line is going to be outlined with a permanent marker. The reason it needs to be permanent and not a washable marker is because when we go over this with our watercolor paints, it will wash the Crayola markers off and it will bleed into your other colors, and you may not like the way it looks. So with a permanent marker, it will not disturb the paint that you'll be using over it. It also helps those lines that you spent time on to become more visible so you can see them more clearly. So for the rest of the video, I'm just going to finish up the patterns that I started, and I suggest you do all your pencil first and then do your black outline. I just did it this way so that my students in class did not have to sit as long waiting for me to finish outlining all of this. So you're going to draw your pineapple, draw your patterns, outline all your patterns, including the crown on the pineapple, the line separating the paper counter from the wall, and all of your designs that you made. Do not work ahead because I'm going to be showing you some new techniques to use for your watercolors. So wait for that till next week. That gives you a week to get your supplies ready. Have fun!